Hello everyone. Let's check out our daily on Wednesday. It means 2 expansions. Looks like we have Prosperity and Hinterlands. Okay. There's Village. There's the only draw is Magnate. Quite a few treasures on the board though. The problem is, the problem with Magnate draw on a kingdom like this is, obviously you need a border village in your hand for it to sort of do its thing. But I don't know. Magnate draw is hard to make work because you want a lot of treasures in hand when you play it. But if you have a lot of treasures in hand, then it's hard to collide the border village and Magnate. Collection is always centralizing. I notice there's also collection and anvil. So, like, even more gains possible. Extra points in Bishop, more gains in Haggler. Quarry reduces costs of things. So with a Quarry in play, War Chest can gain border villages. Anvil can also... Anvil would be able, with a Quarry in play, Anvil would be able to gain Haggler, Magnate, border village. What else is going on? There's an attack. Cauldron can attack. And depending on what goes on here, I could see us gaining 3 actions per turn, right? If we have a Haggler in play, then gaining a border village is instantly 3 cards. Curses could hurt a bit. We don't have Colony Platinum, even though there's quite a bit of prosperity. Do we want to just still rely on Border Village Magnate as draw, pick up as many of these as possible, and maybe like 3 Magnates? Do we want to go... Like, what deck do we want to build? Like, just all Border Village Magnate collection? I would love for the hard AI to gain a bishop so that I can trash my cards without giving them that opportunity myself. Like, we'll probably pick up a bishop at some point. But what is the open? Silver Quarry? It's gain a cheaper card, right? So on buying Border Village, we can gain any of the 5 costs. Quarry, the way I think about Quarry in the early game, in the early game, is that it's basically a gold. It gives you a coin and reduces cost by 2, so it's effectively 3 coin. So that Quarry could help us spike to 6 for Border Village. We would need it to collide with 3 coppers and an estate, or a silver, a copper, and 2 estates. Otherwise, maybe Quarry just picks up, like, if Quarry gives us only 5, say by colliding with only 2 coppers, maybe then we pick up a Haggler. And then eventually we'll go like Border Villages and Collection or Border Village Magnate. When do we add the bishop? I don't know. If I open Anvil Quarry, I think that's not very good, right? The good scenario is Quarry and Anvil collide, and then I have to discard another treasure to get a border village, And then what am I left with? So that gives me 1 coin. This gives me 1 coin. I discard a copper. I might have, let's say I have 1 copper left. So I could buy something for 3. Could be a haggler. But if Anvil does not collide with Quarry, we're very sad. Because, yeah, what am I doing here? I don't know. I think, let's just try and, I think I'm going to go Silver Quarry. They took a bishop, so kind of happy about that. I'll be able to trash some things. I have, at this point, I have a fairly good chance of Silver Quarry colliding, in which case I'll go Border Village, probably Magnate. If I just pick up tons of those pairs, we should get ourselves up to some deck control. And then we can start adding Haggler Collection. Maybe I take another silver here. So, Border Village Magnate. They take a Quarry. So now their deck is kind of similar to mine. Would have been nice for them to play their bishop in one of the, like in the last turn, because now my whatever card I'm trashing, like I have a full shuffle. Let's do this. I'll play this. I feel like I should gain nothing here. They took a collection, yeah. I don't want another silver. Don't think I want an anvil. Maybe an anvil. Maybe. Because as long as I keep trashing and gaining more Border Village Magnate, anvil colliding with Quarry starts to become more of a thing. So do I do the same? Border Village Magnate? This will be a collection for me. Okay. Let's start kicking off. Hopefully before the game ends. I think now it should be Border Village Collection. Oh. Well, I have another buy, so... Is it Haggler then? I think still Magnate. I like my entire turn relies on colliding Border Village Magnate. I think a bishop is okay now. A few extra points. I still have plenty of things I'm happy to trash. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're not going to go quad collection, are they? What's the last card? I should have been tracking some stuff. Can I just end the game here? They picked up a Haggler, so they have more games now. What is the last card? A collection? No, collections are probably split 3 and 3. I think I've trashed a copper. My only estate is in hand. That's got to be something good. That's got to be like a border village or a magnate. So I think I'm not going to draw on here. Maybe, so what can I win? How many games do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gains. If I bishop border village, my score goes to 13. 3 collections, anvil for nomads. My score goes to 16. Can I empty the collections? So let's count the money. So basically, a copper is going to get discarded. Copper will get discarded for anvil. So, but the bishop. Okay, so bishop plus that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think this works. And I don't think there are any... Oh, that's a red undo now. Uh-oh. What do you know? Okay. I'm pretty sure the last card there was... Does anyone know, like, when it says I draw magnate, 2 copper, anvil, border village, is that the order I drew them in? Like, was the magnate the last card before shuffling? And then the copper, anvil, and border village were from the cards played on the previous turn? I don't know. I mean, fine. Okay, whatever. I did the math at the end there to work it out. So we essentially split the collections 3-3. I bought the last 4 on that turn. I think adding the bishop when I did was good. I guess border village magnate is just the way to go. Like, them picking up the bishop might have been a mistake on their part. Like, by trashing a couple of my estates, it allowed the border village magnate stuff to do so much more. Like, colliding border village magnate and 3 coppers is so much different than border village magnate 2 copper estate. Especially if the first border village draws, you know, a non-treasure stop card or something. I also think, like, you know, it's tempting to go like quarry anvil in the open, because that, if they collide, they can gain border village. But if they don't collide, I mean, if they do collide, you're gaining border village plus a card it comes with, but then you're probably not buying anything good. Probably. At least not in the early game. Not good for you in the early game. Alright. Whatever. That was alright. Thanks for watching.